And if me see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. See, oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my Republican jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets spit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this
That's
is.
why, that's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
Oh, welcome to the Venom and Smoke Show. This is our sports show, kicking it to you live. And it's a rarity. Everybody's here today. Doc waited just before the intro window off because I was ready to call HR. Well, here comes the diabolical hater, and we got Doc. Yeah, I was ready. HR was on the phone, man. I had HR on the line, and Doc is in the project right now.
As you can see, I have no headset, and I'm barely put together. Like, there's a lot going on with me. But
I'm seeing the brick wall in the background, man. You know.
Were you out on the block?
Yeah.
You know he's about to rant on one of these topics we about to get into. But first, we're going to get the Denver Nuggets their flowers because they won the championship. I don't want to, shit on them. So I guess we'll talk a little bit about Denver. What is expected? Denver in 5. It was pretty much expected. I think the Heat just ran out of gas.
I mean, we already talked about it. We talked about it, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that Denver was the most unstoppable team that was left in the postseason. And, how they kind of dismantled their path. It dismantled Minnesota. Then they went to Phoenix, and we kind of thought that it was like, okay, well, Phoenix didn't have enough firepower. No, Denver showed you who they really were, and then they swept the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. I mean, the proof was already in the pudding, you know.
So
and we talking about Miami. You know, Miami had a chance to, rest up as well, but then Boston came back to life because it was pretty much a done deal in the Eastern Conference Finals when Miami was up 3-0, and then Boston got their game and said, okay, we're going to extend it, and then it became a series. It became a 7-game series. So, I mean, hats off to them, man, because Denver was really that. Denver did what they had to do. They got their championship, and I mean, ultimately, what the story that should be taken away, besides the Joker, is the path that Jamal Murray took to get back to be healthy and be with his team. Like, that's what was missing with the NBA.
Does this make Joker the best player in the NBA now, though? Because people got questions.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I mean, they built a good team around Joker. That's what the one thing that everybody needs to understand. Yes, is he talented? Can he shoot? Can he, play down low? Yes, he's excellent at what he does, but he wouldn't have done it without other people on that team. They built a very good team around him that can do damage because there's not a lot of people that you'd be afraid of anymore. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Joker's probably the one that should be putting fear in people's hearts in the NBA.
But
not nobody else, not LeBron, not anybody.
I think it's going to be the return of the big men now, though. I think now they've seen that big men can work in today's NBA. They're going to go back to what it was. The big man. Get you a big, skilled big man, and you can win in this league. So centers are probably smiling right now because Joker about to make them a lot of money.
I mean, you can say that, but I'm still not convinced. For the mere fact, in the past 5 years, we've had 5 different champions. You had, I want to say, 2 from the East and 3 from the West. And going back, if you want to date it back, so it's the Nuggets. Last year was the Warriors. The year before that was Milwaukee, the Bucks. The year before that, I want to say it was the Lakers. The year before that was the Raptors. So, I mean, the NBA is still is still getting a good footing. You're not going to get a good read. You're not going to come into the season and be like, automatically put them up there. Obviously, they'll do that for media and clickbait reasons, but you're not going to come up into next year and just automatically just say, okay, Denver's the best team. They're automatically a shoe-in for the finals.
They keep that same team. Hell yeah. They can keep that same team.
I'm not saying that because
Cash
didn't go away. KD didn't go away. Golden State didn't go away. And
Golden State can't handle Denver.
Okay.
Like too small. You need somebody. They showed it. Like Bam showed it. Like they showed, like you got to have somebody big to stop the Joker. So if you don't have a big man,
there's only one team that was undefeated from beating the Denver Nuggets this year. Do you know who it was?
Who was it?
The Knicks.
Dang. What y'all built? Y'all y'all have big men. See, the thing is, you got to have a big man to slow him down. That's why I say the Warriors are too small, because he's just gonna punish Draymond. He's gonna punish Looney. That's why I say I'm not worrying about the Warriors. You need to get you a big man that's gonna just take up space. That's what you need.
Are we really ready to say that Steph is just like Steph is still in his prime? Are we saying that his brand of basketball is just completely gone? Are we ready to say that? Are we ready to move on?
I'm just saying, going back, I'm not gonna say completely, but dude, it showed this playoffs that like a complete team beats all them 3-pointers.
Yes.
Because all it takes is a couple games.
You you said the key word. You said completed. Now, Golden State, they went through some things this year. There's no doubt about it. But they still had a championship caliber. The championship caliber is still there. So I don't know.
think that window is
I'm
closing.
not going to read too much into it, but I will get it out there in the air. They're talking about putting packages together that includes Poole, Clay, and some others. Now, you still got Draymond, you still got Steph. And obviously, Steph is your ticket. And you've already, well, I'm going to say that the team has already proven that it doesn't matter what's thrown at them because they were a dynasty. They've won 3 of 4, right? Or
Yeah.
3
3 or 5.
Yeah, they got 4 in this past whatever time frame of years. So yeah, they had their hiatus, they didn't play ball for whatever. But that's anytime that you come back and win again, that's a different team that you are.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm saying if you look at the Nuggets, if they keep that team together, that nobody leaves, man, that's gonna be hard to fucking beat. I don't know what happened to Jay, but yeah, that's gonna be hard to beat. All right, so he having audio troubles. He coming back, but I'm like, that's gonna be a hard squad to beat because they are complete. They got 3-point shooters, they got low post players, they got slashers. That's the most complete team I've seen in a minute. And yeah, if you could have a 3-point shot, always keep you in the game, but if you can't stop nobody in the last minute, that's what Miami problem was. They was relying on the 3. You couldn't stop Joker or Gordon or anybody from going to the rim. That's
and that's also okay. So we're congratulating Denver, and also let's give props. Let's give props to the Heat. Like the Heat wasn't expected to do that, and now I don't know if this will happen to be divine intervention or if they kind of made their path this way themselves. Because if you look at their path, they came in on the playing in for the number 7 seed.
They actually lost. They
lost and got into the 8 seed and then made their way to the NBA Finals. So let's give kudos to them as well. But
caveat on that, they might have not made it this far if Giannis never got hurt. Like if Giannis never got hurt, I don't think they make it this far. That was a big reason.
You can say that, but again, like I said, divine intervention because
he got hurt first couple minutes of the game.
But he had time to rest. So I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from Miami in that, like, because Miami they came crippling in as well. They just so happened to be meshing together with what they had available at the time when the team was available. Whoever was there on the floor.
Thanks for the love, Lala.
So, I mean, Giannis, you was the number 1 seed. You was sitting down. They had to play in. So you had to wait. You had to wait 2 games. You had to wait for that 7-8 to get done, and whoever gets it out of 8-9 or 9-10 to play for the 8th spot. So Miami, they had to lift. They had to go up there crippling in there. So perhaps they was like, 7 ain't for us. We can't go through that path. But they got through the path of the 8 seed. Say, you know what? Well, if we got to go through the murderer's row, we got to go through the 1st seed. Got through the 1st seed. Then they had to go and play the Knicks and got through the Knicks. And then
that's their brand of basketball, the Knicks series, though. So a gritty, grinded out. That's their type of basketball. And I'm like, that's made for the Heat. That series was made for the Heat. The Knicks would have played anybody else, they probably would have won.
But the Knicks
and Heat are a lot.
They didn't play it either. The Knicks was in. I'm just saying
the Knicks and the Heat are a lot alike. So they were playing each other. Like they basically were playing the same team. It was like whoever had the better superstar, and it was so happened to be Jimmy, won that series. And then Boston, nobody seen that coming in Boston, and them winning 3. 3 in a row. Nobody saw that coming in Boston. Now that's why I give them full credit on that. That was just an ass whooping on Boston. And then
they stuck them with a dagger. They put them down. They broke their spirit because nobody thought that Miami was gonna beat Boston with those shooters and how they play and all this. Nobody put that out there. I didn't think they were gonna win.
But Miami made a fatal flaw. They played with their food. They should have just ended it. They should have ended it game 4. Should have been over.
Should have been it.
And maybe it would have been a different finals if they would have been rested up or whatnot.
It would have been different, and might have been still going on. Like, being honest, it's like they ran out of gas. You just look at that finals. It was, by the way, the highest rated finals in some time now. I think people just got over.
And that's so funny. It's so funny that it's the highest rated because me personally, I would watch the finals, and I don't know if it's because of the things that I got going on personally in my life or whatever, but I genuinely have not been interested in the NBA this year at all. Like,
it's just because people tired of LeBron, the Warriors.
I'm tired of it all.
They tired of the same team. So when it was 2 brand new teams, I knew it'd have been. It's great for business because it's like, shit, I want to see who win this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this year it's just like LA's holding in the limelight. All of a sudden, they got a resurgence going on with. I don't understand how they make it work with house money because you gave up everything. You gave up the house to get Anthony Davis. Okay, cool. Anthony Davis wasn't serviceable for a minute, and then when he gets to the postseason, all of a sudden he's Mr. Incredible. So that's what made me sick on that. And then when we're talking about injuries, and barring Giannis, because Giannis had a real life injury, but it's like put these cats out for 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time, and it's like, say, bro, I'm not invested anymore. It's like y'all don't care about y'all jobs, so why should I care to watch the product?
Yeah,
like, I don't.
And I'm like this: if anybody saying Giannis' injury was not serious, I want you to try to run with a hurt tailbone. You ain't running with a tailbone injury.
Oh, I ain't gonna
shit. You're not jumping. You're not shooting. None of that.
You barely even want to take a shit.
Yeah, basically. If you ever fell on your tailbone, you out for like a month at least. So I'm like, I'm glad he came back, but he wasn't the same Giannis then. You know, ass was hurting, man. Your ass hurting. Let's be real with it.
I don't know about all that, but quick story. So we're moving, right? And I got some heavy things that I'm moving throughout the weekend, and I'm moving fast paced. And then I get to Monday, it's time to get to work. I go and lay it down, and I got to get up pretty early to deal with, my house life and my home life and this, that, and the third. I wake up out the bed. I said, hey, I can't feel nothing. I can't feel my leg. I can't feel nothing. I mean, the bottom of my spine, it was done. I was up there wincing to get out the house, and I'm at work. People looking at me crazy. I'm barely moving. I'm doing this. I'm doing the shuffle. I'm doing the Air from Martin shuffle from the basketball episode. Just trying to get around. It was bad. Tell you, it was bad. Couldn't even get around.
Sucks to get old, huh?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
But man, I'm just going back to Denver, man. Look, let's see if the coach talking big talking about they trying to be dynastic. So let's see if they can do it next year. We got all the way to October to talk about them. But let's talk about the hot topic. Everybody was wrong on this podcast about Ja Morant. Everybody was wrong.
Yep.
He got 25.
Yep.
He got 25. Your thoughts, Jay, on 25 games. But he losing a lot more money with that 25. It hurts. Because like Eric pointed out, if he get more than 15 games, it takes him out of running for all the all teams, the all-star games. So he can't get none of those bonuses in his contract. This dude lost about $30 million.
Yo, he can come out and be the MVP next year, and put up crazy numbers, and can't be named MVP.
Can't get it.
He can't. He's not for any of the awards. All NBA, all of that. He can't have it all. But all right, 25 games. I think that's a little bit like a smack on the wrist.
I don't think so, though, because if you think about the money issue, though, I'm like, he missing a lot of money, though, bro.
But that's his fault. We shouldn't have to feel bad that he fucked up and his pocket or his bag is a little lighter than it should be.
So
We
it's
didn't
just the
hold the gun.
It's a
You know what I'm
precedent
saying?
now. 25 games is the precedent now. It's like 8 first. Your first offense is 8. The next is 25. Let's see if you do it again. If you do it again, man, it got to be a damn year.
No, I'm thinking collective bargaining agreement. They're going to put something in the collective bargaining agreement when they renegotiate, because this is something that's probably going to happen again, and it's going to be somebody else. You know, Gilbert
You know,
Arenas first and Ja Morant now. Who knows who else?
the NBA actually have a better players union than the NFL. That's why he will get suspended for a year. The NFL, the NFL Players Association is a fucking joke. My uncle Roy told me that.
And here's another part.
They're a fucking joke in the NFL, so you can't use them. Go
Anthony
ahead.
talking about Nike standing by him. Well, I mean, it kind of already bought in. I don't know the specifics or the contract or the language that says, okay, yeah, we got to just get rid of the guy. However, if you look it up, he didn't really do anything illegal, like
illegal.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bonehead thing, and I'm not trying to excuse him. I'm not trying to, be the advocate here. I'm just saying he didn't have somebody outside the cameraman. If we didn't have the cameraman, we wouldn't have known. He'd have just been, vibing to the music and holding, having a gun. It's not that he ain't brandished to somebody just so happened to walk by. It'd be like, say, dog, I got this and it's loaded. And whatever. It was a quick second. Obviously it puts the NBA in a bad, lighting for having a star player in that kind of conducting himself in such a manner. And you know everything that goes along with that. You have young kids watching you, have international people watching you, this, that, and the third. So you got to do something. But as far as with the Nike situation of it, they already bought in. They gave this man a signature shoe. I'm pretty sure he's signed on for them for
he got 2 colorways already.
Yeah.
2 colorways.
You're not just going to just throw that away. You can't just sit there and be like, well, he did this one thing and we got to be all up and done with him. Because
and the Nike thing, they sold out. His shoes sold out. So they're not got to lose no fucking money.
Yeah. And it sold out quick.
They sold out quick. The youngsters love Ja Morant like we loved AI. It's basically they sold out. He's a cash cow.
Right.
So I'm not about to get rid of him because he want to be stupid. We're just gonna let the stuff blow over. We're gonna make sure we take all the guns away from his stupid ass, and we're gonna go with it.
Right.
That's what they doing.
When you dealing with a corporation, it's not just dealing with somebody who's at the top and maybe 2-3 subordinates. Those are families behind that. You got
it's not on us, Anthony. We don't look for Ja Morant shoes. You probably got to look at these young ballers out here wearing their shoes on the court.
Okay.
Like, they sold out. They sold out, G.
I don't need to see Ja Morant's shoe to know that I guarantee you he got 2 other variants of that shoe alone, because I go into Dick's Sporting Goods right now. I realize that Giannis got a different variant of his shoe. I've only seen Giannis' shoe once, and I've seen it once in person. I don't like them. They're not my taste, but obviously they sell because guess what? He's also a Nike spokesperson. And they got the Greek Freak line going on for them. So they've already signed this guy in. KD is a lifetime person that he just got he got a lifetime deal. He got several variants of his shoe. They're still selling. I mean, they may not be called Kyrie's anymore, but guess what? Kyrie had different variants of a shoe. You got to Kyrie, 5, 6? I don't even know. But they got different variants. They bought into these people. Once they bring somebody into the fold, then guess what? They gotta earn that money somehow. We gotta sell something. You gotta push something.
Long as Ja Morant don't say anything about Jewish people, I think he's safe. Let's be real. I think he's safe.
Oh, wait. Jewish people. He better not say nothing about the LGBT whatever community.
Like that.
Don't fuck around. You can listen. In my opinion, 25 games, that's a free pass. Look, he's gonna lose about $10 million. It's not like he can't recoup it.
It's up into 30. 30 to 90 range he could lose because he's gonna miss an all NBA team. He's gonna miss awards. He's gonna miss all-star games. So he is not it's a slap on the wrist, but it's really not a slap on the wrist if you look at what all he's losing. It's like, bro, for a dumb mistake, you losing all this. So now think about that shit.
Yeah.
Now let's see
Exactly.
Memphis. What if Memphis is 4 and like he's 4 and 21 when he come back? Now your team is in the fucking hole because you didn't come up.
That's the only way that it'll sink in. If your team
Now you cost your team.
If your team is in winning and it's automatically associated with the fact that you are not available, which I don't think it'll be because Memphis, they took the hit. They took it on the chin with him missing 8 games. So, I mean, other than the money that he's gonna miss or the extra monies rather from him missing, the getting the accolades such as an NBA team, first team, second team, might get, defensive player. I don't know. I can't say it. But he's gonna miss that for 1 year. Okay, cool. I learned my lesson. Still a relatively young man in my early 20s. And although the NBA isn't guaranteed, I can guarantee you if fans are still voting in for a spot, you got a spot for at least the next 4 years easy.
Yeah.
People want to see
Anthony, bro, like Israel reported, these were new release shoes. They sold out. We're not lying to you on that one. They sold
like an hour, like 2 hours, I think it was.
Yeah,
It was
I was shocked by
ridiculous.
That shit. Yeah, they sold out.
Here's the second thing about that. Here's another thing about that. Nike is known to make light of these situations. Look at the commercials they were making when they was no, I'm sorry, that's Foot Locker. But they have those brands that advertise in that. So what's going to wind up happening? There's going to be a commercial out. Well, let me get to the point of what I'm talking about. I'm talking about D'Angelo Russell. When D'Angelo Russell was with the Lakers and he got in trouble having a cell phone and his teammate, you may remember, sometime you fast forward is the commercial with Foot Locker, and it's him, Cat, I want to say Dame, all in the room. He's like, "Say, bro, you got any some gems you want to share with the rookies?" Dude's like, "You got your phone on?" He's like, "Yeah." Takes his phone, throws it. It's supposed to be a little comic relief, right? He's like, "Say, bro, if you don't have your phone, then you cool." And well, they can spend that. They might spend it to, it might be them at the paintball. It'd be like, "Say, bro, you got this fresh gear on. We're gonna ruin this. We get this on the low, and we go paintballing." We're gonna be like, "Say, bro, I can't have no paint. I can't have no guns of any kind or something like." You make something like that. I don't know. The writer's on strike right now. I'm not a writer, but somebody will think of something like that, and everybody will laugh about it and move on.
But 25 is, I had 25 more. I thought it was going to be 50, but 25, I'm okay with it. To say he didn't do anything, illegal, technically. Stupid, yes. Insensitive, definitely. Tone deaf, absolutely.
So basically, he got suspended a third of the season.
Yes, that's a lot, though. You think about that. Let's say your star be injured 25 games. That can knock you out of a playoff race.
You could be 25 games back when he comes back. You're like, motherfucker.
Clearly, that don't mean it because the Lakers started off slow, and the Lakers was in the conference finals.
No, I'm just saying, look, if he start 25 games back and you sit and he come back and they turn it on, they're gonna be like, "You motherfucker, we could have been the number 1 seed. Now we're the number 7 seed."
Yeah. we could have been the number 1 seed, not in the play-in.
They could go.
Yeah, we're the play-in. What the hell, man? Ja, please put the guns away. T. Morant, please talk to Ja. I was talking to Pops earlier. He was like, T. Morant need to stop acting like the son and act like the father. And I'm like, you right. Like, you need to, hey, look, come here. Where all your guns? Give them here. Search his room. I don't care. Search his friends. I don't care who. Everybody gets searched. We have metal detectors around y'all. Like, you're not about to have no guns nowhere near you.
If Ja's already setting the precedent, so obviously you got to check on him every 2 months because it was literally 2 months
Yes.
since the last one. So now we in June now. We got to check on him in August to be sure. Like,
How about this? How
straight.
about this? Memphis, make it far in the playoffs so Ja don't have any free time. Next time, make it deep in the playoffs so he don't have any free time.
Yeah.
And keep him out of strip clubs, because strip clubs, he brings guns into strip clubs. So no strip clubs and no free time.
Well, strip clubs in Denver, so
Strip clubs in Denver.
When you play in Denver, y'all, hey, everybody in the hotel. There ain't no curfew because no one leaving. The hotel on lockdown. Buy the hotel, lock it down. Ain't nobody leaving. Nobody got that.
Look, Denver won in more ways than one. Denver got this man out for 8 games. Because the shit he did in Denver got him out for 25.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was the Joker. He was like, get him in the strip club. Get the pictures of him.
Look here, look, Joker, you telling me Joker slid him the blicky? Talking about, here you go.
Yeah. When you're in my town, Vladimir or Comrade, you must rock one of these.
Oh man, Joker slid him the blicky. Told him, here you go. Look, pause for this while I go live for you. John, don't worry about that, man. Don't
worry about what I'm dialing up my wife right now as we speak.
Yeah, I'm dialing. Got that boy on live.
I definitely would ban cameras from being around me.
Yes, indeed.
No, you want to hang out? Put your cell phone in the pillowcase.
Going old school.
Yep.
But what's up with this 2019 draft? The second pick is tripping with guns. Now here come the Eric rant. The number 1 pick of that draft, Zion Wilson, worrying about buns. That's what I'm talking.
Man, hold on. What my thing at, man?
Listen,
I was ready for this moment.
I checked her Twitter. It's day 9, and she's still talking about Zion Wilson. It's day 9. We're talking about a full week and 2 days.
Hey, nah.
We didn't even know about this last week. It broke right after we got off. It's crazy. We really didn't. It really didn't break.
You're right. Like, it did break. It did break that night.
Like, I put it this way, it happened, and it was like little murmurs, and then she just started tripping. Well, and it was tripping for a week straight. It's 9 days. People are keeping account of what she's doing and the stuff she's saying. Mariah Mills, I'm going to say her name. Mariah Mills is saying she's saying when he did the press conference talking about when he feel like Zion, he was rushing back to the hotel to sleep with her. And if that's true, and him smoking weed and him eating junk food and all that other stuff,
crispy.
They need to get rid of his ass right now. Quick. Get him out of there. He already fired his coach Teresa Weatherspoon today. They need to get rid of him quick if that's the case. Eric?
Well, the report's been coming out all day today. It's kind of been a hot take for the past couple of days. They've up been here talking about, okay, should the Pelicans keep Zion, this, that, and the third? Well, I got some news about an hour or 2 ago talking about, well, he's going to stay put for the time being. But there's no way that this dude can be the number 1 pick in the NBA and conduct himself the way that he's conducting himself. I don't care what kind of reigns that the organization is doing. You got to hold yourself accountable. Like, it's bad enough that they put you on the same level as far as people talking about you as LeBron James. Now, you can say whatever y'all want about LeBron. But when LeBron got in the league, he had his head down and he was working. There's nobody on the planet that's going to say that LeBron James was this bum who just, relying on the media putting him up there. Nobody's doing that whatsoever. Now, I don't know how David Griffin ran Cleveland up, didn't win, but I will say right now, it seems like he had or have Zion's, best interest at heart. Talking about, okay, I want to keep you away from limelight, and I want to make sure that you're marketable and that we protect you overall in your NBA career, because things will happen. People are going to throw their best at you. They're going to throw brick walls at you, and guess what? You got to sit there and stand on all 10 and run through this brick wall, because people are going to lay it all out. They got to throw all 5 of these dudes on the floor at you. They will. And I want to make sure that you're right. But you want to come up in here and repay not only this man, not only the community, but the organization. Now, you can screw all that. Even if you're just like, okay, cool, I made my dream come true. I want to do it for my family. If you want to start with family, you got to start with yourself, right? You want to come back and pay back the people who gave you the opportunity to fulfill your dream and says, I want to sleep with women. I won't rely on my name getting out there like that. I want to eat food. I want to come up here unhealthy. I don't want. I just love the lifestyle. Like, that's trash. And I'm saying this. You could just screw that, Doc Eric. I'm not even coming to you as a fan. I'm coming to you as a man. Like, bro, you can't come up in here and be like, say, bro, although my job is giving me, millions and millions of dollars. I know people don't, make this kind of money, but you want to say, oh, I don't feel like myself. Like, physically, everything's fine, but I don't feel like myself. Brother, you can't say that in this day and age, because every morning the route for me to go to work, I got to pass up hundreds of people living under a bridge.
Yes, like, a bridge. Tent City. Tent City.
I don't know how it is in other people's cities. Like, I've been to I passed through a couple of cities in my lifetime. Like, say, bro, that's garbage. That is garbage. Like, the people would kill for an opportunity, not even to work what you're doing working. They would kill to have an opportunity to earn money, so they wouldn't have to be under this bridge and being in the situations they're in. But you would be talking about, well, I don't feel like myself.
Let me say this. Even with that withstanding, it's what she said. If that is fucking true, you're not only a dumbass, but you're a simp. Because you're gonna risk the bag for a lady who had more dicks than her, than I don't know what, more meat in her locker than the fucking deep freezer, and you gonna fucking you literally gonna throw your bag away for that. If that's true, as a man, I can't respect you. And teammates, I know his teammates don't respect him, because she's saying his teammates don't respect him. She's saying it.
But it's
out there. And Trey Murphy is the only one that fucks with him. And if that's the case, you gotta get rid of him. Like, if that's the case, if she's telling the truth, and pillow talking, when you piss off woman off, all your little secrets come out.
It's always 3 sides. It's her side, your side, and then the truth. And if there's a slither of truth in that, say, bro, like, as a fan,
you gotta go.
And for me being a fan of the team, I'm like, say, bro, whatever the team won't ride with, that's what I'll ride with. But me, right now, like I said, I'm not doing this as an analyst. I'm not doing this as Doc Eric. I'm doing this as me. Bro, get your life in order. Get your issue together. Like, I don't know if something needs to happen to you. I'm not trying to take away his livelihood or anything like that. But if you get to a point where dudes be like, say, bro, we don't even want you in the league, like, you won't have this opportunity tomorrow. Like, I don't know if it goes back to the old days where you had those goons, where those goons come and sit you down, be like, say, bro, somebody do that. Somebody do a point. Somebody bring you to a trip where, them type of trips, they bring you to a bridge. I don't know what they might do to you. You might have something that you love. They might do it to you. I don't know. I'm not in that life like that, but I do know that they got people like that exist in this world. Somebody do something like that to you, you're going to have a whole new reevaluation on life. And I hope you learn from it, and I hope that you move forward and you make the best move. The next move, your best move.
Not like she is a woman scorned because he got another porn star or cam girl pregnant. So he got a type. His type is porn stars. So it's like he got a type. So he got one pregnant and then get her pregnant. And so now the one who's not pregnant is a woman scorned, and you are a woman, Lala. You know when y'all scorn, y'all don't care. Y'all scorch the motherfucking earth. Just so that person feel the pain. And that's what she's doing. She is scorching the earth.
The stripper. And Mariah is the porn star.
So, but no, the pregnant one did porn too. I found that out on Twitter. I did deep Twitter. I did research on this shit. And then people pulled up the pregnant one's porn tapes. She got more meat in her freezer too. He has the type. Eric, I'm trying to say he has the type. Look, I tried to look and say, well, maybe she just stripped. Somebody said, nope, she didn't strip. She's a porn star too. And it's like, what? Like
he likes porn stars and glazed donuts. What can you say?
Listen, porn and glazed donuts. Porn and donuts, huh? Not Netflix and chill. We're doing porn and donuts. But no, I'm like, why would you mess up your bag by nutting in the I'm gonna say it, by nutting in a woman like these? It brings nothing but drama.
Guess what?
All the nice women in New Orleans, all the nice women in other places, you go pick. This is what you pick. So that lets me know your decision making ain't great.
No, and I have a feeling that I don't think that she would lie about what you're saying. Like if he turned
in the Kardashians.
I think that she said that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's a lie. I think he did run back there instead of playing. I think that he's a little kid that has a, what do you call it? You know what I'm saying? It's like you get that shiny toy and you don't want to leave it alone. He got that shiny, used piece of ass and he didn't want to give it up.
Like, let me tell you something. If I was dealing with someone and man would give me money, he got another girl pregnant, I'm going to take my money and leave. I'm not going to drag him. She looking mad sorry out here. And Zion dumb is fucking disgusting. Yeah, he dumb. You right about that. But with her, more publicity means more money for her because there's a simp born every day. And that's who fucking up the game. When I was in the game, it was fucking simps fucking up the game. Because you know what? No matter how tragic, no matter how fucked up, crazy, deranged this bitch looks, there's always a nigga gonna be out there and pay her some money.
And guess what? Now he's laying on a trend. I mean, there's different women coming out almost every day now. Like there's 3 women out. You have the baby mama ain't officially saying anything, but it started off, okay, here's the gender reveal. And then the Mariah comes out and it's like, I had no idea that this even happened. And then you got a third one that's out, like, oh, look at him. Anytime that he comes out to the city, he's in my bed laying with me, knocked out, like he ain't got all this other drama going on.
Yes.
And
you know what Mariah Mills' last post was? She did she painted her whole body in Duke blue with Duke #1 painted on her with a 1 on her back, dancing and making her ass clap. That's your brand, Zion. That's you. She's shitting on you. That's her last post. And it's like, dude, you got the world in your hands. You were supposed to be the next. You supposed to be what Victor Wembanyama is. That's who you supposed to be. Remember when it was the Zion sweepstakes, tank for Zion and all that? It was all that. You was the biggest star. And look at.
Fast forward 4 years later, he's only been available for what was the percentage? He's missed 63% of
his games.
His total games.
So I mean, what?
So
God, that's horrible.
37% in.
So he missed 33% of his games. 30. He only played 37% of his games since he's been in the league.
37% in games, and the team. We're still looking for postseason success. I mean, outside of you being in the play-in, okay, you got in the play-in, you got in the playoffs, but the last time the team has actually advanced in the playoffs was 4 years ago. 5 years ago.
Eric, if this shit is true what Mariah's saying, that means he tanked the play-in for y'all this year. Yeah.
Like,
yep. That's exactly what it means.
It's bad no matter how you look at it. I mean, and ultimately we're kind of getting away from exactly what the occasion is. Like the occasion is there's a child coming into the world, and yes, we're happy that okay, yeah, you get to celebrate Father's Day. And congratulations to Mo.
I just got my Father's Day present. So,
that's your Father's Day. Right when we saying that.
Yeah, right on time.
The fathers out there.
Oh shit, man! I got an Xbox controller. That's what I'm talking about. Hey,
hey,
they know me. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. They know me. But
Yes.
back to this dumb.
I was gonna say, stop losing your damn games and throwing your remote controller across the damn room.
Nah,
that's why you got a new one. You're like,
nah, man. Nah, my old one is I dropped that bitch. Like I dropped it one day and that fucking RB button broke on it. So fuck, they gave it, and I've been rigging it. So they finally gave me another one. I had, I go between two. But back to the dummy, the dumbass. I just don't get it. Like, dude, what's up with these young dudes, bro? Like, they didn't find a LeBron plan. LeBron had his high school sweetheart, someone who had him through the mud, who have his back. You don't hear shit about Savannah at all. Nothing.
I'm not even saying follow LeBron's game plan.
And he needs to, because he is lost.
Well, yeah, he obviously. But look, everything that's going on with the NBA now, it's like they want to set their own trend, but they're doing everything where it's so cavalier where they forgot about the point of the NBA. Is I'm sorry, what Lala saying? I've seen a lot of pretty.
She's seen a lot of boo-hoo and cry over raggedy bum ass dudes, and I sit there point and laugh. Mariah not even that pretty. Use that money to reduce all that surgery. Mo, we need to talk about how you know a lot about this. You just did deep research, like we talking stats. Hey, we got to talk stats. We can't come here with numbers.
We ran the numbers. You have to go ahead.
You got to go through the numbers, and you have to look. We can't just talk because I can't come here just talking out my ass. Like, you know what? Yeah, he did this. He do that. No, I need to know the truth.
Mo's a real life journalist out here.
Look, you got to go deep into the Twitter spill, and you got to look through all those comments, and you find out the whole story. Just go to Twitter. If you want news, got the shit on that, go to Twitter. They got all the news. People find stuff. I might have some shit on me on Twitter I don't know about. I'm about to start looking. Was I already doing it?
I already know.
He said Zion Scandal's gonna be a Tubi movie later on in life.
Either that or Lifetime.
He is.
More meat than Nick Cannon got kids. He said Bow Wow smarter than Zion. He said Mo did his research. I'm just saying, you listen. For any young dudes out there watching, porn stars ain't it. Porn stars, strippers, that ain't it. that ain't it. That ain't it. And some strippers are nice people. They might be nice people. But that ain't it. That's not the way. I'm just saying. Most of them are not nice. You might find one or two that are. That ain't the way, G. Especially if you're number one pick. That ain't the way, G. You get to pick any woman. Like Eric, he get to pick any woman he want.
This is true.
He's not
That's also the thing. We hear about 1 and 2 all for the wrong reasons. Like, there's the wrong reasons where dudes be like, okay, he got hurt. He's not living up to the potential. Like, it's not quite what we thought it was. But this dude makes the news for every other thing that's not basketball. Well,
Yeah,
Zion,
you're right.
he blew out his shoe. Oh, so he got sent out a few games in college. Oh, now he gets picked first. Let's have a whole parade and let's throw out the confetti for him being the first pick. Well, Ja could have been the first pick. Well, he's the second pick. Well, guess what? Ja actually did something and won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
So that's basketball related and made some all-star appearances. So this
Zion made an all-star game too. He made an all-star game.
And played in what 5 minutes? He played 5 minutes out of his 2 all-star selections. He's played an entirety of 4 minutes. What the effing do? Like,
I mean, he did like a reverse 360 or something though, on the Suns.
Bruh, that one highlight. Out of 4 years, we man, look, at this point, the camel done dried up. He done died out there. He done came up the vultures and picked his bones and meat dry. You up in here, while we talk about meat, we talk about meat picks and meat going in this girl and then this girl, and you up in here just getting up there. He all in the Twitter sphere. He all on the socials. He on all the socials. It doesn't matter.
You can't forget about Zion getting a tattoo. That was a big deal too. When Zion got a tattoo on his back, that was a big deal too.
I mean, he just got the male thought tattoo. Just like, say, bro, let me just do everything that showed that I don't care about basketball at all. I just know I'm a basketball player and people know me for it. Well, guess what? Yeah. Now I'm about to take off for it. Now, that's what I'm gonna live this rock star lifestyle. I'm gonna have all the women.
It's the boys from South Carolina. What the fuck is wrong with South Carolina? Because 1 and 2 both from South Carolina. Guns and Buns are both from South Carolina. They both was on the same high school AAU team. So what the fuck was wrong? What the fuck is wrong with that coach?
Guns and Buns.
Guns and Buns. That's what I'm calling them. Guns and Buns was all. That's what it is. It's guns. Look, one is getting in trouble for guns. One is getting in trouble for buns. I would rather be buns in this situation. At least that's least worse than guns. I'm just saying.
Wait. Depending on whose buns it is.
I'm just saying, man. At least he getting buns. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but he's getting buns. Right.
What? And buns keep him off the floor.
Yeah, man. Did you see Mariah Mills though? She is like, she's like, she got so much fat in her ass, man. That's why he can't get on the fucking floor. That's why his hamstrings and shit fucked up. You try to do that? That's too much. That's fucking heavyweight. She is a lightweight. She literally looks like an ant, bro. It's like she literally is an ant. It's like she got a small. Wait, up here is fake, and then you go to her waist, it's small. Then all this go whoop, and then she got small legs. So it's like an ant. So she's.
What do you think is the option to do in this situation?
Well,
I just hope it's not true.
When I was talking about the reports were that the Pelicans were reportedly wanting to move Zion to move up in the draft.
I heard Charlotte and Houston.
To draft Scoot Henderson.
Yep.
I want to say.
That would be big time for y'all. He'll fit y'all great.
Well, I mean, he's a guard, and that would leave a hole at forward that Zion would potentially play.
But Eric, he only plays 37% of your game, so you always have that hole.
This year, 29, so we're not even at the average.
I'm just saying, 37% of his games that he was eligible. I mean, he out of 100%, he only played 37% of the game. So y'all been having a hole at power forward,
right? So, and that's not the way that you got to figure it out in this league. So when you said this yesterday, you said that we was going to talk about it. So I wanted to go into the tape, but like I said, I've been having this kind of chaotic.
I did the fight with Mariah, knowing my violent self, her breast implants would pop, and I would stomp on her butt till it's flat. Damn, blah. God damn.
Say what you really. Say what you trust. How you really feel?
No, that's what I'm talking about.
But
I'm just dumbfounded at why is this a topic? Like, I'm like, how?
because of the information she shared.
I'm just saying, one is because you got one pregnant. Okay. She messed up the side chick thing. If you the side chick, I guess he didn't let one know they was the side chick. I guess he was trying to play the game. You know how to play it.
Well, there's the thing. It's in the word side chick. Obviously, the one who's pregnant is the side chick because no one knew nothing about this child.
Nobody knew about none of them. None of them. We didn't know she was dating Mariah Mills either.
Zion
Nobody knew.
I'll be like, guess what? I'm a daddy now. Okay. Obviously, okay. That you doing some hunching around here. So okay, cool.
Okay,
and
congrats.
Not even 24 hours later, here's the internet just blowing up for whatever reason.
Bro, it was 2 hours later, bro. Bro, it was like as soon as we finished our podcast, my phone blew up.
Yep.
It was just like ding, 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 ding.
I haven't even had a chance. I haven't had time for the phone. That's how chaotic things have been for me. So that's what I'm saying. Not even 24 hours later, and I go online. I look in the morning after I'm getting ready to roll out before I leave. I look. I'm like, Zion Wayne. Why is Zion Wilson trending? Like, hey, bro, what's really going on? So I have a look. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, it's really
what I can say, man, she scorched the earth. I would read all her tweets, but it would take me a 2-hour show to read every one of her fucking tweets because she tweeted for 9 days straight.
So I tried to look into it. I'm like, say, bro, I was seeing the same tweet, and there was an update on tweets, and I'm like, say, bro, there's no way because it looked like we're on Tweet Watch regarding Zion Williamson. I said, say, bro, I'm done. I can't
he got tagged so many times. It's 9 days of tweets. Well, let me go to the last one she tweeted. So at least we know where we stand with the last one she tweeted. Let's go because this is ridiculous. She just tweeted again. Oh my gosh, she just tweeted again. First of all, she put up what picture she liked of her in Zion's body paint, and everybody's shitting on her for that. Then she said, I'm so done with Zion. It's over, Zion Wilson. Disconnected from this BS. Happy Father's Day, I guess. Only Trey keeps contact with him, and I know because I was there when they were on the phone. Wow. Your team doesn't even like you. You are a complete fuck-up, Zion, and all you do is lie. The night he did the press conference about not being good mentally is the night he was begging to fly me back to New Orleans. Fuck you. Everybody should know you're a lying bastard. Sex freak.
All of that. Like, seriously. I mean,
then she does another video saying here's butterfly.
Clearly that's
Zion Wilson still trying to fuck me. It's a crazy world we live in. You're gonna have to make it up to me, Z. I'm still mad at you.
So this is
he's still trying to get in trouble.
That's clearly activity of a woman hurt. Now, I mean, I really don't see it as a hot take. But I don't want to offend any of the ladies that's out here, and I definitely don't want to offend my wife because although my wife is not right next to me, I still represent my wife when I'm out here. Yeah. But back in the day when I was dating in the dating scene, yeah. I mean,
always back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, you're a young man. You have to weigh your options. You're like, okay, cool. I like certain things that you do, and I like certain things that you do. Will you two ever meet? Hell no, you won't ever. Guess what? I like my cake, and I like my cake over here too. There are rap songs that's about this kind of stuff.
Yes.
So, okay, cool. You're a young man, and yes, you're still exploring options. But now you're on a different ball field, my guy. Like you haven't heard of the word or the letters NDA. Like,
no, she did one. She signed the wrong name on it. Oh, I forgot to talk about that. She's so stupid. You admitted that you signed the NDA. So now he can sue you because even though you signed the wrong name, you admitted to signing it. So you know it was an NDA in progress. So it's messy. He had an NDA.
Like,
but she didn't sign her real name. So now she thinks she's not legally bound to do it. But just admit it.
They'll put you on the hook for it. Because
you're on the hook for it.
If you use your penmanship, they got people that studies this stuff where they could get you just for that.
Yeah. So
we can look for it.
she don't care right now. She's just burning the earth. Like I said, she's scorching that motherfucker. Like there's no human life left when she's finished.
She's really at the stage that you call ready, fire, aim. Like you up in here, you heard something, boom.
Yeah.
Now you want to line up your shot. Say, bro, the bullet is already gone. It's already flying. It's already done. And that's what she's doing. She didn't care what she hit. You know, she hit 2 toddler babies, a pit bull puppy, and all this, that, and the third. She didn't hit my grandma out. Like, say, baby, it's too late to aim now.
Stop hitting up, dummy. Yep. Zion, stop hitting up. Yep. He need to. Not like that. Look, I'm gonna put my psychologist hat on. Let me put on my just work here hat. That's my psychologist hat. So I'll put my psychologist hat on. We're in the 5 stages of grief. If anybody know the 5 stages of grief, there's actually a 6th stage called shock. So she probably was in the 6th stage first. She was shocked. That's the new stage they added to grief. She was shocked. Yes, she was very shocked in disbelief. And that's when she found out that she was no longer, she wasn't the main. She was the side.
It's like, hold on.
So she doesn't know how. Then she wants to deny it. No way, that's your kid. Get a DNA test. Go ahead. You got to get a DNA test. She's in denial. Then she's angry with all the angry tweets. She's, destroying the earth right now. And she started to bargain with it, talking about, you know what? I'm almost over it. I'm over it. And he is a baby father now. Then she went to the depression stage. And then she like, oh my God, I'm so depressed. I can't eat. I can't do this. Then she goes back to anger. She does not want to go to the acceptance stage that you was a side piece. You was a piece of ass. You were nothing special to this guy. She don't want to accept that. She thinks she's special. Anytime a dude is paying you to sleep with him, you're not special. You're a commodity. Free game.
You're product.
Free game. People don't want to hear it. Women always talk about fly me out, he flew me out, he do this. You're property. Because if I don't invest, I'm like this. If I don't invest my energy into you, if I don't invest my time, all I want to do is screw. Here you go. Here's your money. Come on in. Let me do this. I'm not into you. But if I'm investing my time, I'm talking about building a future with you. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Hey, if I don't even just say, hey, this is my girlfriend. Like I don't even acknowledge you. And there you a secret. Nobody knows. Then, bro, you just a commodity. Free game. This is coming from a man who played the field like that back in the day, way back in the day before I met HR. Wait, we talking about way back in the day.
Way back when.
Nobody knew about you. You wasn't special. You just was a piece of ass. God kept it moving. If nobody knows about you, if I only see you after 10 o'clock, I don't see you in the daylight. You don't see me with you in the daylight. You only come out and we in hotels or motels, sometimes the car. You're not fucking special. So you gotta get that out. Women, get that out y'all head. You're not special when you get treated like that. You're not special. The guys gonna hate me. The guys playing the game gonna hate me. I don't care. You're not fucking special. You're not special.
You letting out the secrets, Mo.
Zion is dying. I'm just saying. Men are blunt. Fuck, I'm gonna tell you, you're not fucking special. You thought you were special? You're not fucking special.
We really thought.
Do you actively try to get rid of him now? So I'm saying before, let's say even the NBA draft, do you try to get rid of Zion and start new, or do you sit back and see if this scorched earth heals?
Now, see, this is me when I heard about us doing this take yesterday. Now, we're in Gemini season, right? And Gemini is known for being 2. So here's me as the good one. Me as the good one, hey, you kind of already invested into it. You got him into the organization, and you gave him pretty much free reign. So he came in on a team with, veterans that kind of knew their way around the block. Be like, say, bro, let's do case in point, JJ Redick. JJ Redick has made the playoffs his entire career up to the point when until he teamed up with Zion. So I say, bro, don't mess this up for me. Say, bro, we're gonna sit here and have serious talks. And a used car salesman, not only the team but the community in New Orleans. Now, okay, let's go and flip that. Let's go to the dude. Let's go to the Gemini. That's the damn maniac. Say, bro, take his tail out of here. Matter of fact, put him out of his misery. I don't even care. Like, sell them for car parts. I don't care. Sell them for used chewing gum, some balloons that pop up, some beans that's supposed to sprout into this magic or whatever, and it put me into the sky with this big old green giant and all that. Say, bro, I don't even care what you get for them. You can sell them for $2 for all I care. $2. Food stamps, some yakame. I don't care. Whatever. Say, bro, I got a dime. I got a dime bag. You guys iron. Yeah, you got it. I don't care what you do with it. That's just me personally on that end. So
I say he's still. I mean, whether he's played the averages, time like AD, if they, the percentages weren't that great. Do you think that they could finagle one of the top 3 picks to trade for him and give up one of the top 3 picks?
I'm like this. I would listen to that. Like, if somebody came with a top 3 pick and a player, let's say Houston came, I'm getting one of them young guns from Houston. Give me Jabari Smith Jr. and give me and the 3rd pick for Zion. And anybody else you want off that team, that Houston team. And if they give it to you, cool. That's a great deal for him.
It is. I mean, obviously, when he's there, he's a talent, and obviously,
we just went down off of Twitter, so maybe she might have blocked us. Told people we harassing on Twitter. Twitter then went down. We're no longer streaming on Twitter, but it's okay.
That's all right.
Oh no, we're back on Twitter. We're back. You
ain't got that much power, Mo. Shit.
Nope, we're back. We're back on Twitter.
But I mean, obviously, the team was at when it was healthy and he was available. He was number 1.
And then Charlotte, definitely Charlotte. I would try to take everybody from Charlotte and the number 2 pick. You want him to get Zion. You get LaMelo and Zion together. I get everybody else of your little young pieces.
Right. Well, obviously, this young pieces thing ain't working because you had the King's ransom when you got rid of AD, and then you go into Zion, and then Zion, like we said, dude only been available for 30% of the game, 37% of the game. So obviously that mode ain't working. You got the coach up here. You had the team, you had the city energized. And people was actually caring about the basketball portion, the basketball team down here. Like, it's been a while. Like I said, we've been in the postseason, but we haven't had success, and that was supposed to be the turnaround. Now we got this distraction, and we're talking about everything. We just spent at least us on this in this media, in this platform. We just spent about 30 minutes, 40 minutes talking about everything but the basketball part of it.
Yes, we did. We have.
We got to talk about some basketball part of it. We even got to the basketball part of Zion and his talent, what his talent going.
Example of cloud
okay,
chasing.
what do we get for it?
And that's why I say it is cloud chasing is a mental disease. This chick is cloud chasing. You got to know, and I just want to tell this to all the young men out there. You got to know who to stick your stuff in, bro, because some of these chicks out here are just cloud chasing. And if you got something for you, they will try to destroy anything you have because they're cloud chasers. You got to be with somebody solid. Dude, just going around screwing random women, okay, that's what you do in your 20s. I guess because he's 20, you get that. But I'm just like, you're an NBA person. You can get the cream of the crop because you're like the top, you can say you're the top 1% of Americans. You can get the cream of the crop. You can get any woman you probably wanted. And you go to the bottom of the fucking barrel. bro, that's just bad decision making. And if this chick is saying, if this chick is saying it's true that you're smoking weed, that you're not doing conditioning.
Well, you could tell he wasn't conditioning.
Out of the season so you can have sex page with her. You are wrong. You need to be checked. If you're doing all that, if you're doing everything this chick is saying is true, come on, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. If this chick is telling the truth, that's not a good look, Zion.
I mean, they'll never admit to it. They'll never admit to it.
If they got, like Eric said, it was a slither of truth. Oh, you down bad, you wrong. The Pelicans are number one because the Pelicans are paying your paycheck.
Yep. That's where the bag's getting paid. The Mo Freeze. See, he's talking shit about Zion and they hit him with a Krispy Kreme.
Oh, man. They got rid of Mo. They got Mo down?
Yeah.
Man down. Damn, bro.
Cut the camera too. Cut the camera too.
Look how they do us. Can't even do a camera too.
And my shit froze. Cause I'm telling them the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. The truth is, like I say, the truth is the Pelicans are number one before they try to shut me off again. And your dick, you worry about that later. You never fuck when you eat. You eating. The public is your place you eat. You get endorsements. The public perception is where you eat. What you do in your private time, you better keep your women in line. If you're going to have multiple women, keep them in line. Because if you don't, this will happen. Youngster Zion Williamson is the perfect example when you're trying to use your money to buy women. You can't buy anybody, man. Money don't buy loyalty, bro. Money don't buy loyalty. So you think that chick gonna be loyal to you because you gave her $20K or $200? I think it was $107K he gave her. I'm not paying nobody that's not my wife $107K to be with them. You know I can do it $100,000. The only person get $100,000 out of me is HR in there. That's the only one that can get one out of me. That's my damn wife.
She'll take that shit.
$107,000 for some coochie that getting ran through.
She did something strange for a little change.
I'm just saying, it was ran through before you got it. It's not like she was a virgin. You actually open up the plastic. You didn't pop out the plastic like your girl said. You didn't rip open the plastic. Shit. It ain't like she was brand new.
I'm used to doing the show with one of my pops, right? Well, this was my one for Christmas, and it's been just hanging around. Been hoping for some reason what I could do, but now guess what? You know, it's I don't even need to keep it no more, bro. Like that's how bad it is out here. Like I say, bro, you up in here had us with hope. Up in here, New Orleans a basketball city. New Orleans deserve it. And look what we got. Look what you gave.
Shit dropped. You know on Canal Street outside of Canal Place, right?
Yeah.
The chick got a video of Canal Place, so that means she was in New Orleans, bro. That means she telling somewhat of the truth.
She out here telling the truth. That's it.
Everybody from New Orleans said, "Well, that shit true." Like when you know your city. Everybody know their city.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw Canal Place, I said, "Yeah, that dude did that shit."
Yep. You gonna see one landmark and be like, "Damn, that's down here." It don't even matter. Like, I don't know what the last show that I was watching like that. Actually, I'll say one. It was on Facebook Watch. Ball in the Family with Lonzo and them.
Yeah.
So they only have to show one landmark. I'm like, oh, they down here. I know exactly where they at. I know where they filmed that at. Like, you just know landmark. You know, if you live in your city, you gonna know a landmark that's yours. You gonna know it from somewhere.
And I was like, yep, he did some of that shit. I don't know if he did all of it. He did something.
He did that stuff.
And it was multiple videos. And then she had multiple games with this dude. It's just,
I honestly think it's all true.
dude.
Because why be posting 9 days in a row like if you're hurt if it's not true?
I'll put
You
it
know
this
what I'm
way:
saying?
she know too much about basketball to say she be what she do. She knows too much about fucking basketball operations with the Pelicans to know that something. She knows something. Because I'm like,
out here.
there's smoke. Where's smoke? There's fire. Like
Oh, yeah.
we all about smoke. Where's smoke? There's fucking fire. And what's gonna happen? Man, she gonna drop some shit that's gonna get this dude suspended. Man, why she gonna drop some shit? Like I said, they already probably drug tested Zion because they say he was smoking weed. So she said he was smoking weed, so they already probably drug testing. The weight problem. They say she went over to his house. He had chip papers and chicken and all kind of shit all over the place. So I'm like, God damn. She said, motherfucker a slob and he don't eat right.
Krispy Kreme.
So
And I'm up here.
she said you told the people you was 270, but you really was 290.
And I'm out here clown defending the dude, talking about, yeah, he ain't really looking that big. He ain't doing this, that, and the third. I've been just powdering it up, putting a red nose on, up here tying the shoes. That's
My man really was eating Krispy Kremes and getting buns, bro. That's all he been doing on the Pelican dime, bro. How did that make you feel, Eric, that on your team's dime?
Feeling like a
you know,
clown.
I root for the Pelicans too.
I'm
I root for them too,
clown
but that's why I'm kind of mad too. I root for them because they're the home team, but except when they play the Pistons. I'm just saying, how does it make you feel that this man literally for 2 years on their dime, on the city's dime, just eating glazed donuts and enjoying ladies? Thank you, kids. The kids was there. I can't say what I want. I didn't want to say what I was going to say. I am not going to do that for the kids. Enjoying ladies' company.
Yes.
On their dime. Man, how does that make you feel, Eric?
Not only that, the fact that she posted that when he told them that he wasn't feeling himself, and then after that press conference, he was trying to fly her back to New Orleans.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one that would be the one that if I was management, I would be upset about.
Oh, we gonna talk about this. Oh, that's what I would tell him. We gonna talk. Another woman caused trouble. Sissy.
Damn, Izzy.
Going to see the
start.
Oh, Erickson is adorable. Mine was too scared to come in here to give me my gift, but I still like my gift. I guess me and I got a happy Father's Day gift.
You could use yours though.
I can use mine. Look, listen to me. Listen, I ain't gotta worry about nothing because look, I can look. I can go. Mine's not gonna be here for 18 years. You know what I mean? He got a different type of Father's Day gift. And the Pelicans, if I'm the Pelicans, seriously, to bring this back to basketball, if I'm the Pelicans, we seriously having a talk. And if I don't like what I hear, your ass is gone. I don't care who don't like it.
And if you can finagle a top 3 pick, why not?
You're not getting number 1, so it's going to either be 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be number 1 because the Spurs is not going to give everything for Zion. Maybe if you did that earlier in the year, you could have got the Spurs pick before they knew they were going number 1. Then you could have got Victor Wembanyama to come down here. But Zion, man, I'm just going to say this, bro. Get some help. Help. Like, dude, we all had our favorite P stars out here. Everybody got their favorite. Every male have a favorite one. Dude, you don't go live in that, though. You don't, there's a fantasy. You don't supposed to go live that. Why are you living that?
Yep.
You're an NBA basketball player. For him and Ja Morant. Y'all are NBA basketball players. Y'all are lucky to be in the league, bro. Do your damn job. That's it. Do your damn job. That's all you need to do. We got one more clown to talk about, man. We ain't talked about him in a long time. Talk about Antonio Brown.
Oh,
He's the only owner I know to get his team kicked out the arena. I mean, out of a league. His team got kicked out the Arena Football League, people, because he didn't want to pay the shit he needed to pay.
Yeah, I guess every team had a dues to pay.
Mhm.
They paid like a certain percentage of what you made to help to keep the league going.
Yeah, to keep the league going.
And he missed 2 payments.
And so they kicked the whole team out.
Yep.
My thing is, why Antonio Brown gotta be so weird, man? Like, why? It's not like the money isn't. It's like money ain't good enough. The cars aren't as fast. It's like nothing ever seems to suffice in the life or in the eyes of Antonio Brown. It's just no matter what goes on, it just is not enough. Okay, he's been out the league. Hey, he's a talent. Hey, why don't I play for a contender? Why don't I play for Tom Brady? Well, Tom Brady goes out and put his neck on the line. That's probably one part of what ended up ending his marriage. This dude took the man in the house with the wife and the children. Dude said, "Say, bro, he's a proven winner. He's gonna help my legacy out, and by my legacy, all of us eating. That means, guess what? The babies ain't gonna work. The babies ain't gonna work." And for some strange reason, it worked. And then you try to, challenge yourself and try to do it again, try to chase it, get that greatness again. And all of a sudden, now Tom Brady's this, that, and the third. I mean, this was the guy who sucked his neck out for you. Like, say, bro, Tom Brady ain't who y'all think he is. And y'all gonna see that I'm right in the long run. Like, say, bro, who was checking for you? Like, what was going on in the world? Well, we was up there checking for Antonio Brown himself. And now
so funny.
You come up into this, and now the line is the headline is now you done got a whole team in the Arena League kicked out. Like we missed football and whatever part of it we can get. Okay, cool. We're not gonna talk. We're not gonna sit here and have hour conversations about it like we will with the NFL. But it's football. It's gonna be one of those dog days of summer where summer doesn't seem as long because we have something that we could talk about. But you come up here and give us a headline of something that takes away from the sport, and we're talking about you being a dumbass.
And the funny thing is, Eric, all that you said, you still skipped like the first 3 steps. You skipped the trade from Buffalo that he turned down, and then you skipped the Raiders debacle about the helmet, and I mean, it's so much shit every year. It's something about Antonio Brown. He does something every year.
Every year.
He tries to keep himself relevant, whether it's good or bad.
Yes. The ghetto.
Yeah. And it's like, come on, Antonio Brown. How every time I think he might be getting it, I say, oh, he cool. He's an owner. Okay, cool. Then you find out that he didn't pay people. He didn't play the players. He didn't play coaches. So why did you buy the team?
For publicity.
I'm cloud chasing. Literally.
I think it's Albany, New York.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that close to Buffalo? Shit.
Not. I mean, Albany to Buffalo is probably like 3 hours.
But he didn't want to go play in Buffalo, but he wanted to buy a team in Albany, New York. It's the shit. This is the shit.
Make this stuff make sense. You can't make this stuff up,
yo. You can't make it up. You can't make this up.
Yeah, but that football season, this football season's in the spring. He didn't want to play in the winter in Buffalo. I don't blame him. That up there is bad.
If you would have had Josh Allen, and you imagine him with Josh Allen.
I mean, yeah. He could have did
blame Vontaze Burfict because after that hit, Antonio Brown has never been the same.
Really, that you could pinpoint it right then and there.
Like he was good, he was cool until he got hit. Like
Vontaze Burfict hit that dude so hard. Doctor Strange got nothing on that hit that Vontaze Burfict put on that dude. It knocked all what Doctor Strange called it, astrological, or it knocked all the sense and common sense out of Antonio Brown right then and there. He just bang, all common sense just left his body.
I've never seen someone get knocked stupid until Antonio Brown.
Like when he went, his whole body went limp. That was all his common sense holding him up and just leaving his soul, just left his body. Like by common sense, he done. That was his common sense, just waving bye-bye.
I just don't get it. I just he gets so many opportunities, and every opportunity he fuck up. Like how can you fuck up every opportunity? Then he gets a hit song, put that shit on with the stupid dance. That's the only song I ever seen him made. He just playing it 2 years later. That shit, he did that shit, I think, last year or the year before last. That shit came out. And he still talking about put that shit on. I'm like, dude, you only got one hit. You trying to be a rapper. That didn't work. You trying to be an owner. That didn't work. You trying to be with Kanye West. That didn't work.
That's not nothing's working for you, bro. Like, what are you really doing? What are you trying to do?
But football worked for him.
Yes.
He did everything but what he was good at.
Yes. When he walked off in what y'all is a MetLife Stadium when he played y'all.
Yep.
That was it. He could have played another 2-3 years. Somebody else was gonna pick up Antonio Brown. Somebody was gonna pick him up.
He could have gotten a little contract. He could have gone anywhere. There's a lot of teams out there that need wide receivers, and he was a good one.
Yeah. And you know what he did? He threw it away. So I think this show is gonna be dedicated to stupidity.
He fucked his bag up.
Let me put it this way. Everybody except the Denver Nuggets topic, we've been talking about stupidity. Like,
I can't tell you.
I'm just being real. Every topic we've been talking about is somebody being stupid.
Or making stupid decisions.
That all goes in being stupid. That's lumped together. Like, I don't know, because the NBA season and the NFL season, there's a lull here. People do stupid shit to their board.
NFL hasn't been so much of a law. Like, I mean, I don't want to sound like the trends, but I guess it went to script. You know, you got, the next hot thing that's out with Patty Mac. You got his second one. But the NBA.
No, I'm just saying, like, this time of year is a lull in it because there's it's baseball.
Yeah, it's a dog days now. Now it's just strictly, I mean, for sports, combat sports and baseball. So, yay, but at the same time, it's like, okay, can we get to the part where we're talking about, while we're at the end of baseball season where it's, interesting because you're going to have a game after game after game, kind of like with these series, these stretches, like, okay, cool. Boston played somebody, cool. Boston Yankees. Boston played the Yankees, cool. And let's just say they split. Like, there's nothing to talk about after that until the next time. Or, when you get to, I guess, the regular season where you're in the preseason, you're like, here we are. We doing OTAs. We had mini camps. oh, hey, preseason's about to start up. But then you're excited because you're like, okay, who can make the team? Who's going to make that jump to make the final cut for the team? Well, now that we cut a preseason game, it's kind of like, okay, we already know. It's kind of like you get extra of the XFL, USFL. Like I got it, but I don't see anybody that's going to turn the page for me. I don't have nobody that's going to be marketable to the degree where it's like, oh, Lamar or Debo or Josh or Patty Mack, something of that nature. You're looking for that, and then you might have it, but then you don't have enough of it. You're like, oh man, this guy was really cooking, and then you don't hear about him until the next season. You gotta wait till after all this other stuff went on, and guess what? You done had all these bets and events that you throw out, be like, say, bro, let's get the boys together, let's go to this one and that one, and then you forgot about who you was talking about the year before. Case in point with the XFL, the championship game not the XFL, the USFL championship game. The boy that won the MVP of that. Yeah. He was talking, and he was actually on Washington. I want to say he made the Washington team. Anthony, you could probably fact check that one for me. But I don't forgot about this man. This man was a household name at one point.
Yeah, I think that Antonio Brown really messed up his little legacy. He could have been somebody, that you talked about. He was very, very talented man.
He might have been one of the. He probably could have been the best receiver to ever play if he'd have kept on the trajectory.
And whether it was too many headshots, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, or he started believing his own hype.
Something.
Where you need me. What? You don't need me? I'm taking off my shit and I'm out. I feel bad for him because he really messed with his bag. And it would suck to find out years from now it was because of, let's say, CTE or whatever it is, that those head injuries and stuff like that.
And that's what
you can't find out till he did. That's the thing. You can't find out till he did.
And that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying what we're talking about is a bad thing. But I think if somebody brings up Antonio Brown in a bit more of another light, let's just say if I don't know what he does as a humanitarian. I don't know if he's into, plant life, this, that, and the third. But let's just say if he does something like, I don't know, feed the homeless. Like he could feed. I don't care if it's a group of 5. Like he still did it. Yeah. Like obviously people gonna. I don't know why we do this as a country, that we get mad at celebrities when we don't have the idea that they should spend the money how we think they should do it. When we don't make that kind of money. That's weird to me. One, like I never count people's pockets like that. I have conversations that I think I said on the podcast too. I think I said that I really don't care. Like other than taking care of my family and providing for my family, I have no care for money like that. Like I like things and like stuff, but at the end of the day, I can't take that stuff with me when I'm dead and gone. Like when I'm dead and gone, my family could take the memories that they have of me of the things that we did. Case in point, we just left off a road trip. I'm not even 24 hours removed off this road trip, bringing my son to his future school. And once he goes there, in the semester, like I believe my kids will remember that. Like we left there a month ago and we got to know the area and, things that he would be possibly doing. And they're like, oh man, we haven't, like they remember that stuff and they're young now. So all that to say, if he does something that I guess works in what we think that the money will work, like I said, feeding the homeless, I think he deserves his flowers for that instead of every time that he does something that's not so bright, i.e., getting the team kicked out of a league. It's the first time I've ever heard of something like this.
I'm just
then
saying, what if he does stuff like that though?
that's what I'm
does he
saying.
do?
Like I kind of would like to focus on the stuff that we do remember him good for. You know, like him being one of the reasons why Mike Tomlin can say the standard is the standard. Like him and Mike Tomlin had a falling off, and Mike Tomlin still stood tall after this whole ordeal. Like usually after Antonio Brown leaves a spot, it's always some kind of ordeal. What used to be greatness over there. Case in point with the whole Raiders situation. Okay, the Raiders was making their way up there. The Raiders literally had everything falling their way. They had a team. It was young. It was hungry. You know, and then the dude literally didn't suit up for him at all. He was just there. Like, I don't like it here. I'm out.
It was a helmet.
Over a helmet. I'm out. Okay, so what can we do? Tampa Bay situation. Tampa Bay got in there, got him a championship. Say, bro, I don't like it here. I got to act weird. I'm out. Now, Tampa Bay, now we up here scratching our heads. We up here like, say, bro, the NFC South is just, damn, bro, they ain't got nobody. Well, Tampa Bay just won the division. NFC South don't have nobody. People be standing on what they said. And now you got this situation. He got a team kicked out the league. Damn, I don't even have a metaphor that matches up with that. He got a team.
That's the worst thing you could do.
Like, I can't say nothing else worse than that.
I mean, we've seen shitload of bad owners in major sports leagues, like Donald Sterling. You know, yeah, you got a couple of them. Yeah, Daniel Snyder was fucking pretty bad.
Yeah,
I mean, you got a couple of them that was a few of them are bad, but none of them never got their team kicked out of a league
where the team doesn't exist. Like, there's a finite.
You know what? Fuck y'all. That's what they did. What? Fuck y'all.
You take the Jets. The Jets got a beginning date until present. You take the New Orleans Saints. You got a beginning date till present. You got their team. You got a begin date 2023. That's it. Damn.
Until they get a new owner, bro. That's.
And then guess what? Crazy. Guess what? Now you enter a semicolon. You got semicolon 2024, 20, whatever the team comes back. But at the end of the day, you got your begin date 2023. Like you died somewhere.
He was supposed to suit up for a game, and that never happened.
I mean, I hope that their league has control over their teams pretty much like the NFL. Maybe they can get the other owners to force him to sell, because now you got all these people. Now, yeah, they weren't getting paid big money, but they still were making money playing football. You know what I'm saying? And it would be nice for them to be able to eat again. Whether it be, a little, bullshit season that they play or whatever it is that they play in that league. You know what I'm saying? There's only, 8, 9 teams. So.
Last time I heard it was 7.
All right, so 7. So they're playing each other twice.
My thing is, what you do with the other players that was on that Albany team?
They all got kicked off the team.
See,
that's fucked up.
So that's what I'm saying.
It is messed up. So I don't know the details of what it entails to have a league, but when you get off the ground, that's what most businesses. You got to have some kind of backup to whatever you invested into. You have to pay these people for what they've done. In case in point, let's rewind with the previous XFL. Now, these guys didn't get a chance to finish their league, but guess what? They had enough in the bank where it's like you at least paid for what our season is designated to be. So let's say I don't know what the season was. I want to say it was 8 games. Well, guess what? You're gonna get paid up to 8 games. Paid, you played, whatever. We got this down for you. But after this, in this break, you can't spend all your money in one spot. There's some guys. Hey, man, like you might want to live this, rock star lifestyle. However, comma, you ain't gonna be able to pull up in 2023 version of Mercedes, Jaguar, Tesla. I don't know. You can't drive that, bro. You might want to drive this. I don't know. This Toyota. You want to drive this Hyundai. You gonna drive this? I don't know. Chevrolet. I don't know. Like, but if you want to get from A to B, it can't be this one, bro. It can't be the Hummer. It can't be the Stretch. It can't be the Raptor. Brother, you gotta live. You better live within your means, bro. That's what it's gotta be. Cause you don't never know when your next meal gonna come in. You won't know. You gonna sit here and wait for a call. Everybody can't be a Kurt Warner. You can't be up here at the bag. You can't be up here bagging groceries and turn around to be the MVP of the Super Bowl. That's not everybody's story, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think that hopefully, like I said, that league has something that they can do to get them, at least that team, back on the field. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's next year or whatever, they got to force him out.
Well, who knows?
He's causing people not to be able to eat.
MJ just sold the Hornets for $3 billion. So, out there somewhere, there's if MJ got $3 billion for the Hornets, and I'm not trying to crap on the organization, saying people got money to get teams like that. Hey man, pull it together. They got investment people out here.
Yeah, but I'm sure that team is not that team. That little football team isn't as expensive.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You can get a couple $100,000.
Somebody together. They got a couple millionaires out there, and I guess a handful of billionaires, but even billionaires know people. Like I said, bro, I heard this team on the board, bro. Why don't you pick that up? That sounds like a sound investment for you. Might be something that you was interested in. I don't know. The Suns was brought up.
What would sound good? What would sound good is the Albany Venoms.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't
snake on the side. They get to wear our T-shirts as jerseys. One of them will have, some of them will wear heelish. Defense wears heelish. Offense wears, clout chasing is a mental disease. Hey man, get it out there.
I don't know. Somebody gonna have to front me. I ain't got that kind of thousands, and I ain't in that thousands yet.
Buy the merch, and we'll buy the team.
Yep.
That's a lot of T-shirts.
Shameless plug. Buy the merch.
Yes, indeed.
I ain't got my clipboard. I want that my clipboard. That's how bad it's been for me.
I tell you, it's pretty fucking bad. It's been a negative ass show, man. You gonna get the shout outs before any more negativity just pops up. Breaking news.
Negative. You know what? Hey, I like to. I kick off the. I got company.
Oh, you gotta do your thing. It's a shout out.
Let me go see what company doing.
All right, I'll kick off the shout outs. First person I want to shout out, because we don't talk about it and we should talk about it, is Amanda Nunes.
Yeah.
She double champion, kind of beat up the girl on Saturday night and laid her belts on the ground and retired. She was bad. Like one of the best woman fighters that I've seen, because she took who people considered the best woman fighters and she knocked their asses out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she avenged her loss, gained her belt back. You know what I'm saying? Like, very talented. I hope there's rumor that she says she could come to WWE, so you never know. Shout out all the dads out there for Sunday. Definitely, everybody have a safe and fruitful Father's Day. And of course, I always shout out Lala and Lala's Empire. Catch her on all forms of media. And shout you guys out. You know, this was a hateful show because there's nothing but negativity in sports nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, some of these players, you know, with the Zions and the John Morants can straighten their act out because they're exciting to watch. And it would suck if we lose that because of their stupid actions. That's me.
All right, Doc, because you got company.
So yeah, we got that solved. So with the negativity, obviously, I come up with my numbers and my statistics, and I'm somewhat of a holiday guy, and I like to look up stuff. Well, on June 15th, it was World Elder Abuse Recognition Day. So for those who have elders in their homes and their families, that was a time for that to be recognized. Those who are elder and can't speak for themselves, hey, take your time and check on your elders, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, check on your loved ones. We have a holiday coming up Monday, a national holiday that we finally get recognized for minorities, Happy Juneteenth coming up to everybody. Obviously, being June being the greatest month in our household, now we have 2 official or 3 national holidays. With the birthday guys. Come on now, shout out for the June birthdays.
Whoa, whoa.
Yes, sir. I have somebody's birthday coming up that I'm missing, and I've already shouted out. I shouted out more on that one. Obviously, I like to wrap it up with shouting out the commission as a whole. Thursday show, Friday show. For those that, are part of the Friday show that we miss, that someone's always in the woods. Y'all, are you listening? Hopefully.
I think HR got to go after him first.
Yeah, he's gonna go after his ass first. He about to get fired.
His name about to get her.
Don't worry about it. His name about to get taken off the fucking intro. That's what's about to happen.
Damn. Say, you're losing your spot. And obviously on Sunday, I done jumped ahead. I'm wearing a shirt right now for all the fathers. I mean, it's not that you even brought a kid into the world. If you've been a mentor to your mind, I didn't start off as, obviously he's my son, but he's not biologically my son, but he's my son. Like, that is part of my heart. Like, it's not even an investment. Like, getting to know children, and when you speak with children are a lot wiser than we all think they are. So I want to shout out to the men being stand-up guys and taking care of kids that might not have been yours, kids that are yours. Happy Father's Day that you're celebrating. I know I'm going to celebrate my pops, my dad, to the fullest, my uncles. My uncles had something to do with, my upbringing. And, just don't be afraid that to say that you love the men too. Like, we deserve love too. I love my dad. I love my pop. I love my uncles. I love my cousins. I'm tired of this stigma where we as men can't say the L word. I love my brothers here on the show. Like,
definitely.
I'm not afraid to say stuff like that. So, shouting out for that. And I think that pretty much wraps up my shout outs.
All right, man. That was a good shout out, man. Great shout out. So, man, he said shout out to the June people, but it's gonna be the Venom birthday on Thursday. It's my birthday and Venom birthday. We going hand in hand. That's Thursday. These fellas will be invited on the show as long as anybody else we decide to throw invitations to. So it should be a good 3-year show. Because I'm just gonna say, 3 years ago, man, I ain't think I was gonna even last this long. Man. We've been 3 years into it and didn't stop a beat. Hurricanes didn't stop nothing. Technical difficulties didn't stop nothing. I mean, we just been going, it was just a birthday gift I gave myself 3 years ago. So I'm just gonna do the podcast on my birthday. So I'm gonna develop it. I developed it on my birthday. So that's the 3-year union of the Venom and Smoke podcast. Just started off with an idea and then into this. It's more than what I ever could imagine. I thank y'all every time for just doing the show, taking time away from your families, and y'all could be doing something else on Friday and Thursdays. I mean, I just thank everybody, Lala, Doc, the diabolical hater, the nefarious one, even nasty ragged ass whenever he come on. I'm just saying, I just thank y'all, man, for always doing that. And of course, HR, man, she designed the logo. She helped me come up with the name. Man, she showed me how to do intros and how to make videos for the podcast. And she showed me how to do that. So without her, man, this would not be even possible. Like, real talk. And like I said, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Even like Eric said, even the ones that don't have biological kids. Hell, if you got a dog, your father. If you got animals, you definitely taking care of that. If you got a step kids like me, I don't have one of my own, but like Eric said, that's my kid. And as you can see, my kid bought me an Xbox controller. So thank you for that. You know what I like. You can't go wrong with that. I also want to thank HR for this new chain I'm going to be rocking.
Oh!
For the games, man. I got a new chain for the game.
Damn!
Oh, man, that's nice.
Yes, sir.
Got me this in Vegas. And, man, I can't wait to rock this at the game. I'm shitting on anybody's chain right now. He brought me that in Vegas. Handmade. Shitting on anybody's chain at the game. Your chain can't fuck with mine. And HR got me that.
Nice.
So I
now,
just,
hopefully they'll win.
I don't care. It looks fly as shit. I don't care we lose. It looks fly as shit. And I will be wearing it to every Saints game, even preseason. I'll be wearing it to every Saints game till it breaks. Hopefully, don't ever breaks. But man, I just thank her because she's always helpful. She's always tell me when I go overboard too. So it happens. That's why I'm glad she was gone when we were talking about the majority of Zion Wilson, because you'd have told me I went overboard. But man, like I said, happy Father's Day to all y'all fathers. Man, we'll be back next week with the 3-year. And we'll talk about some wrestling. Then we'll talk about, some other favorite Venom moments like we did every year when it's that year. Then next year it's going to be on a Friday. So, hey, it's going to be our turn to host it the next year. And like I said, I don't mind spending my birthday with y'all because y'all fans make this possible. All the 2,700 on YouTube, the 900 on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
You combine the two pages, even the one that got hacked on Instagram, we have to about 1,000 people there too. So it's just like in Twitter, we got 200 people over there. So it's just like it's all over. So I thank y'all, man. Like Anthony, who always come here, man. Happy Father's Day to you. You good, man. I mean, we appreciate you. You always have something insightful to say. Lala, thank you for stopping by. I know you wanted to talk about Zion Wilson. She just asked for the link and you could have just came on. You don't want to be shy.
True. It would have been nice. It would have been a change of pace.
Breaking news, New England play. Oh, ain't this a bitch?
So that means D-Hop signed with New England.
Did it? I was waiting on it. It must have happened.
Yeah, it most likely didn't.
Instead of putting the news down, Anthony, you fired.
Hey, all in the shout out. Hey,
God damn.
We just gonna shout all the people that come in and say right now, good question. You fired. You got fired.
You talking about breaking news, New England player. Like, which one? I didn't come through yet. What? But thank you for that, man. And man, we gonna be rolling in next week. Hopefully, it's more positive next week. Let's hope we can get some positive news next week on this show, because this whole week was negative as shit. It was negative. It's nothing but negative news.
Championship. That was the one thing we had. That was the one hope.
Nuggets championship.
That was it.
And we knew this was going to happen 2 weeks ago. So we
already got it out the way.
We got it out the way because we like to start with the good news here. Because it went downhill pretty fucking fast. It started with Ja and ended with Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
We probably should have let off with Antonio Brown.
We should have. But it ended up with the Nuggets.
Oh, my God.
Jack Jones got... Oh, my God. We got to fire you at it. We want to have good news, and here he comes.
With the negativity.
He go with 2 firearms at the airport.
Yo, we need to have like Jackass of the Week or something like this, because
we gotta come up with a name, Dumbass of the Month or something. I'm just saying, we're gonna have to come up with something because this shit is too negative. Well, I got my vote for this month. I know who my vote is. The Jackass of the Month for that. No, the Dumbass of the Month for this. Zion Williamson got my vote.
Where my trash at? Zion Williamson. He got his own trophy.
He got my vote. And that's hard to beat because Ja Morant is losing $7 million. And you beating somebody losing $7 million?
Trash.
Yeah.
Please, people, be safe.
I don't know. Wait a minute. Wait a second. You're saying that Zion Williamson, how about Conor McGregor being arrested and accused of sexual assault? We didn't even talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of dumbasses to me.
Jay, we didn't even talk about that. Jay, I think I was just over the negativity. But fuck it. Might as well. Conor McGregor had a double whammy. He knocked out the mascot and he's accused of rape. Shit.
Now you can't tell me that's not dumb.
That's just reckless. That's past dumb. That's past stupidity. That's just why.
Yeah.
We ought to shout out to
I don't understand all these rich guys that got this bag. I don't understand why they need to force a woman to do something.
Oh my God. We got one jackass paying women, can't keep their damn women together. And then you got another jackass for fucking don't go on to force himself on them. One wanted for free, one want to give up the bag to him. Y'all need to meet the middle. Shit, this don't make no damn sense, man. Like,
I'm kind of thinking they share that award this week.
Yeah, you got co-hosts. I'm gonna make a flyer of it. Dumbasses of the month, Conor McGregor and Zion Williamson. They get that. Ja already had his shine. Ja had his time already. we know Ja was gonna get him. He's made.
We'll give him the honorary first one.
Yeah, Ja was April and May combined, and then then you got June. You got two of the biggest dumbasses, Conor McGregor and Zion Williamson.
Good grief, we just can't get right.
And you still, hey, how about this, Anthony? Can we get a positive report till we get off here on a positive note? No,
we'll go off on Lala's positive note. Jesus, fix it.
Yeah, fix it, Jesus.
Exactly what we got.
All I can say is happy Father's Day. Don't drink too much. I would say watch sports, but they fucked over us and put Father's Day on a spot where there's no fucking sports. So enjoy yourself. Man, don't drink too much. Relax. Make the kids cut the grass. I don't care how young they are. Make the kids cut the grass. You sit down and you relax yourself. And you got little Eric, man, for we more young. You got the diabolical hater. go play with this remote control right now. You got Doc, Eric, and Lil Doc. And my mind's running around here somewhere. And for HR too. We'll see y'all Thursday for the show. Peace, and we out.
We out.
And let Lil Man sign us off, man.
What you signing off with, sir? Later. See you later.
We out. Can we get a we out?
We out? We out. Bye.
Yeah, we is. Bye. There we go. Positivity. We ended on a positive note.
There we go.
Did it.
Yeah,
We did
you good, son. Yeah.
We did it. Man, we did it. We're not negative.
Yes.
And if you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my rip with the jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, Gentleman, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, where it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's
Hell
Yankees
no.
first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this
That's
is.
why,
And
maybe
what I'm
that's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.